It is pretty rainy out today, so I figured I would cover rainy day activities that you can do with your dog. One of the first fun ones is to do trick training. So you could do something cool, such as Taz, heel, good boy, and orbit. So you can do something intricate like that, but a great place to start off is just with teaching them how to touch. So Taz, touch, yes. So you can teach them how to touch with their nose or their feet. But it's a great way to teach your dogs how to, you can work on teaching your dogs how to close doors, give kisses, a whole bunch of really fun things. You could do a spin. Taz, spin, 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 spin. Good boy. You could do a sit pretty. So all of these you can teach, yes, using luring. So just teaching your dog how to follow your hand. You can teach a spin. You can teach going up on their hind legs. Yes, good boy. I also recommend doing all the enrichment that we covered in the other video. In addition to trick training, I love to cover impulse control. So, Taz, we can play It's Your Choice. So I have some treat in my hand. Yes, and he gets it by not pushing into my hand. So as soon as he backs up a little bit, he can get it. So I offer it to him again. Yes, and he doesn't have to back up very far. It can only be an inch or two. We're just looking for that hesitation. Yes. So my hand is closed, and as soon as he stops pushing on it, yes, good boy, he gets it, and I can toss it away from me as well. Impulse control is fun, but we can also work on a little bit of recall. So, Taz, please, stay. And I can hustle over to some corner, behind the door, behind some curtains, and I hide. Taz! Yay! You found me! And you just make it, hey, what are you doing? You make it super fun when they find you. Taz, please. What? Good boy, stay. I can go and hide behind the corner. Taz! You did it! Yay! Taz! Oh, what a good boy! So, with that, you started to see me do some what's called personal play. So I'm not using any toys, just doing a little bit of wrestling with him. Some dogs are more sensitive to it than others, so watch your dog's body language. As long as Taz is into it, I'll keep going. So you can get down low, move around, stay really loose and wiggly, and your dog's gonna like it. You can also give them a break if you think that your dog's getting overwhelmed. So I'm gonna give him a break. Oh, and he comes right back. Ah, I like his little slappies. That's how Taz likes to play. Oh, who's a good boy? Some dogs like to be pushed around. You give them a break. Some dogs also like to be held. And that little bit of restraint makes them a little bit frustrated and want to play with you more. So personal play is a great thing to do with your dogs. It's a really fun way to bond with them. I do recommend having some rules in place. So my dogs know that if they put their mouth on me at all, there is no pressure involved. So there's no exceptions for biting or anything like that. You can make your own rules. Personally, that's the rule that I recommend. Some people don't want their dogs opening their mouths at all. I think that's a little bit unrealistic, especially for certain dogs. If you have a dog who already has poor impulse control and has poor inhibition with their bites, personal play is not the best one to start out with. We want to start teaching them that biting isn't acceptable. And if they do get too rough, then the play should stop. Good boy. Thank you. In addition to all the other stuff that we talked about, nose work is a really fun game to play at any point, but particularly during rainy days. So to start off some nice simple nose work, particularly if you're not trying to get into search and rescue or anything else, if you're just trying to do it for fun, put a bunch of boxes out. These are all small boxes because I have a small dog. And I put one tasty, smelly treat in one box. You probably want to use a treat that's a little bit different from what the dog normally eats so that it smells extra strong. Taz is comfortable and familiar with this exercise, so I don't need to have him on leash. If your dog is a little bit less sure of themselves or not super focused on the exercise, it can benefit you to have them on a leash. We're not showing them which box has the treat in it. We're just walking them through the boxes and allowing them to stick their head in, encouraging them to do that. If you find that your dog is particularly afraid of boxes and averse to putting their heads in, you can just start out with taking one box, putting some treats in it, letting your dog eat the treats out, and then expanding from there so that now they view boxes as an exciting new thing that might feed them as opposed to something that's a little bit new and scary. So I will release Taz. Taz, break. Good boy. He can sit his head inside, look for that treat. Taz, place. Taz, good boy. Now I can stick another treat in, but I'm going to move the boxes around. So I don't want him to get some type of pattern out of it. As your dog gets better, you can add more boxes, make the difficulty harder. Taz, search. Good, so now he has to sniff in some of the boxes. Good boy! Good boy, Taz. So he might choose to sniff around the extra boxes. I'm okay with that. Taz, please. And also, as he gets better, I can spread out the boxes more. So I can put one way over here. You also want to move the box that you have your treat in a good amount because they tend to go back to the same spot where the treat was before. Taz, search. What? Good. I'm okay with him having a little bit of struggle. That's totally fine because I want him to learn. It's okay to give him a chance to struggle and figure things out so long as he's not getting too stressed. So he was able to find the treat, and that's perfect. So those are some really fun activities. I also recommend doing enrichment, puzzle toys, all of that stuff on rainy days. It will keep you and your dog nice and entertained. So thank you. Have a great day.